Profe Bomgaars
Mr. Wichers
and 6-word stories.
and more.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Blake.
So welcome to Bulldog
Bites.
Our top story this week is about Profe Bomgaars, and she is one of the Spanish teachers at the school. So Profe Bomgaars is not only a teacher, but she is a member of the National Association and the Global Learning Fellowship. So Riley got the opportunity to speak with her.
I started my international studies personally as a freshman taking Spanish 1, and in Spanish 1, as many of you know, we start to compare our culture with the cultures of people who live in Spanish-speaking countries. And I continued to study Spanish all through college, and I've continued to make friendships with people from different countries, and I continue to try to learn more about how people are different all around the world. Personally, I've already had a really challenging experience, and challenging in a positive way, to reflect on my own maybe preconceived notions, to think more deeply about the world and how we can work together as countries and as individuals in improving our world, and solving some of the hardships that people have, even within our own country. And professionally, I think it has helped me reflect on my lessons in class and think about the students who are sitting in my classroom each day and how I can best serve them and engage them in the activities we do. Oh, when we're in South Africa, we're going to be there for about 8 full days. We are going to tour a lot of historical sites. For example, we're going to see where Nelson Mandela grew up, I believe, and go to the museum where his house was. And if you don't know who Nelson Mandela was, he was the first black president of South Africa, and he helped bring about the end of apartheid, which was what we might call segregation in the United States. And he was an activist fighting for equal rights of all people. So we get to see a lot of those historical markers. And then I'm really looking forward to seeing some schools in the city, but then also some rural schools, to compare how our education systems are similar and different. I'm a member of the Iowa State Education Association, and another friend and member had told me that she had applied for this. She's a history teacher in Waukee, Iowa, and she said, you know, Jill, I think that you would really enjoy this as well, and it could help bring some new ideas into your classroom. And so I said, you know, this does sound really interesting, to go compare how I teach with how other people in the United States teach and people in South Africa teach. And so I applied, and so it's kind of that power of networking and talking with people. And I've learned about other opportunities by networking with other teachers too.
Thanks for all your work, Profe, for students at Lamar's and those all around the world. We also want to thank Mr. Wichers, who will retire at the end of the year. Levi Snetzer has the interview.
I interviewed Leroy Wichers on what teaching has taught him.
I think the main thing about being a teacher is you need to be really patient. You know, one thing I try to teach is go slow to go fast.
How many years have you taught, and where did you first teach at?
The first school I taught at was Pleasant Valley. I taught there for 14 years, my 39th year teaching total. Here mainly I taught woodworking, drafting. At the other school I taught auto, small engine repair, welding. I did an electronics class, and something like Mr. Dalton taught a technology class.
How has coaching affected your life?
I think I like in the wood shop and industrial tech in general, a lot of it's one-on-one. So if I'm in the weight room, spending time in the weight room, you can work with somebody one-on-one, even driver's ed, any of those things. And one-on-one, you just see another side of a person. You see kind of what they really are.
What are your plans after retirement?
Right now, I really don't have any plans. I'm teaching driver's ed this summer. And my whole life, or my family's life, has kind of been rotated around my job. Now, it's going to be a little bit more about my family and less about me.
What's your favorite memory from teaching?
I think one of my favorite memories, I think just a lot of it's maybe coaching and like lifting weights. Like right now, I lift weights with Elijah and with Carson Ott. It's that kind of stuff. Or a kid makes a gun cabinet or entertainment center that turns out really nice.
Enjoy more time with your family, Mr. Wichers. You will be missed. So Brooklyn had a little fun seeing what her dog likes to eat. No animals were harmed in the filming of this segment.
Have you ever wondered if dogs are picky eaters? Most of them think they're humans. Do they really eat their fruits and vegetables like a good human would? Well, you're about to find out. Welcome to Sadie the Lady's Food Review. She is a 3-year-old mutt with an excellent appetite for all things good and delicious. First, we are starting off strong with a good old-fashioned McDonald's cheeseburger. In this moment, she seems pretty eager. Because of the rate of inhalement, Sadie rates this classic an 8 out of 10. Next, we try something a little healthier, a grape tomato. It has taken Miss Sadie about 2 years to master the art of eating one of these delicate fruits. Since there was a bit of tail wagging, Sadie rates this about a 6 out of 10. Now that we know she'll eat her fruits, let's see if she'll eat her veggies. Clearly, veggies are a 2 out of 10 for Miss Sadie. Last but not least, we're testing Sadie's spicy tolerance. We're going in by giving her some hot buffalo sauce. It is way too hot for her. Nevertheless, she rates this condiment a 7 out of 10. Since I threw Sadie's digestive system for a loop, I ended this experiment with giving Sadie a delicious 10 out of 10 treat.
Thanks, Sadie, for your reviews. Dog food is probably the best option for you. Thinking of food, John and Nate surveyed people to see what they prefer, Jimmy John's or Subway.
Subway or Jimmy John's?
Subway. Subway.
Subway.
Jimmy John's.
Subway or Jimmy John's?
Hardee's.
Subway.
Alright, so like Subway's bread is better, but Jimmy John's is all around better.
Subway.
Subway, and I work at Jimmy John's, so.
Gotta go with Subway all day. Bread's just way better.
Jimmy John's.
I like both, but I love Jimmy John's more. It delivers and even has a drive-thru.
Earlier this year, heat at Clark Elementary didn't work, so some elementary students had classes at the high school.
So Maddie Wenberg, she took advantage of that and she surveyed kids with some random questions, and here are the answers.
We're Clark Elementary and you're watching Bulldog Bites!
My favorite sandwich is a bologna, my homemade ham salad that I like to make.
What are your 3 favorite things to wear? This sweater, a Bulldog sweater, and these leggings.
What is your favorite recess game? Soccer.
What stresses you out? A lot of homework sometimes, and also because we normally get a lot of homework at school.
What's your favorite present? I like my Kindle.
What is your least favorite chore?
Doing the dishes.
What is your favorite restaurant?
La Fiesta.
If you could be anyone for a day, who would it be? I want to be me.
What was your favorite teacher? Why? I like Miss Irwin because she was really nice and she would teach fun stuff.
What is your favorite recess game?
Hopscotch.
What is your favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant would probably be Dairy Queen since it has ice cream and grilled cheese there, and I like grilled cheese and ice cream.
What is your least favorite chore?
Laundry.
What song did you listen to recently? Lizzo.
What is your favorite sandwich? A bologna sandwich. It tastes good.
Those are always fun to do. Our Video Media 1 class had to tell a story with 6 shots and 6 words. Here are a few of them.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round.
Tune in next time for more 6-word stories, as well as updates on track, soccer, and maybe even tennis. I'm Blake.
And I'm Cole.
Thanks for watching.